Hello and good evening and welcome to Ringwood South, and we are live tonight. This was kind of like a very much impromptu video in terms of whether or not we were going to be doing anything, because obviously my current situation, which is partially what I'm going to be talking to you guys about today. So that's what we're going to be talking about. So just before we start and carry on, let me just quickly make sure that this camera is nice and clean and not all smudged. So basically, as you can see, hello John A. Dawson, welcome to the stream. Hello Keith from CSX Friendsville, welcome to the stream. And I hope I had a good Christmas. Well, it was a bit of an EastEnders Christmas. A bit chaotic and a bit mad, but nonetheless we got through it. Hello Stephen Ashby, welcome to the stream on this Sunday evening. Like I said, it's all very impromptu today. I wasn't sure whether this was going to happen or not, but I thought what I'd do is this will probably be the last video you'll see from me. Well, I think I actually said that on the last video, but this will definitely be the last video you will see from me for a while. Because as you guys are aware of my moving situation, and as you can probably tell, my layout's still here and I haven't actually moved, but I am actually moving. I've actually signed off the flat, I've seen the flat, and I've also taken delivery of the keys, and I've already started moving stuff across already. Good evening, Philip Page, and welcome to the stream. And so, therefore, hang on a minute, my computer decided to give me a bit of a pop-up, so right at the last minute. So there's a few people who've just joined the stream, and I was just like, I can't see anything because the pop-up's just kind of gone straight in your face. So yes, surprise! Yes, I am here for tonight. Like I said, for those who missed it, good evening, John 6667s as well. So just for those of you who literally just joining, this is a bit of a surprise stream because this will definitely be the last video you'll see from me for some time. Just because, yeah, well, it's kind of a bit like me. I bet you I was a bit of a pop-up for you guys. You weren't expecting to see me, so it's just literally just, oh, Susanna's on. So yeah, it was going to be one of those where I wasn't sure, because basically today I've actually, let me just give you a brief outline of what's happened in this last kind of week. Firstly, for all those, I hope you've all had a great Christmas, because somebody wished me a Merry Christmas tonight and I was a bit rude, and yeah. So I hope you've all had a great Christmas too. And like I said, my Christmas was kind of a bit a non-event for me, in terms of, I saw my family the weekend before Christmas. So that was kind of my Christmas. Christmas Day itself was a complete fiasco, it was a complete disaster. But nonetheless, what's come out of it is basically I'm still moving. So like I said, I've picked up the keys on the 27th, which I've already done. I've seen the flat, and so today, and I've been kind of working since. I've been on this kind of long stretch of a work pattern at the moment. So I haven't really had much time to deal with the flat as such, apart from doing what I can at this end, which is basically packing and stuff and sorting things out. So the upshot of it is that today I was off, finally, and yeah, we'll get on to that, Stephen Ashby. If I don't, please remind me. Basically what's happened is today what I've done is I've started moving stuff over in earnest. Today I round my little car full to the brim with all sorts of stuff, and we've got it over to Alton. And then I've come back today, this afternoon, popped over to PC World and get sort of do kind of mundane stuff with appliances and stuff like that. So that's kind of how my day's been working out. Yeah. Yeah. Funnily enough, you're not the first one to have said that, Philip. I think Dave from Cottesmore actually mentioned that as well. Yes, I made it down the A339, and yeah, and it's been pleasant today actually. I thought to myself, well, it's going to be quiet. and this is what my life is going to be like for the next probably week. Tomorrow, tomorrow I'm on a short shift, so I'll be probably going back down there after my duty tomorrow to take some more stuff. New Year's Day, whilst everyone's kind of recovering from hangovers and all the rest of it, I will probably be busy moving some more stuff down and sorting things out. Hello, Tim Scrap. I'm all right. Yeah, it is. I love Alton. I love Alton a lot. It's got basically it's a lovely place for me anyway. I love it. It's got my model shop. It's got the watercress line, and there's a class 50 on it. So you can't argue with that. Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. Well, work is work, I'm afraid. So yeah, I can't get hold of a bus. But to be honest with you, I'm quite happy with my little car. I can come and go as I please. Plus, it's a bit tricky. I think I'd ground the bus out down there with the state of the road. It isn't even finished yet, the road. So I think if I took a bus down there, I'd probably ground it anyway. Yes, exactly, Tim. Yeah, home of the Class 50027 Lion. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's not much for railway services. So there's actually a couple of reasons why I'm doing this exhibition, and if you see from the actual title, it is update and exhibitions. So the update is to do with the layout. Ringwood South will be no more. That's now done. Ringwood South, as you see it, is finished. That is now completely gone. This is how you've seen it for the last time. I'm going to be picking bits and pieces off of it, but quite frankly, from the measurements I've got from the flat, there's just no way that I can do anything with Ringwood South, and that's a bit of a shame. But because the thing is, what I didn't want to do is take Ringwood South down there and then have to cut it up so much that it loses its identity. And that's pretty much what would have to happen. I would have to pretty much chop and change a lot of this in order to get this to work. And that's just not going to happen. It's just going to completely lose its identity. So what I'm going to be doing is it's basically just going to be ended up being scrapped. And that's not a decision I've taken lightly, but there's bits on it like the warehouses, and other bits on it, and all the other buildings that I've scratch built, the trees I can take, the people I can take. So what can be salvaged, but the main board itself will have to just be cut down. There's just no way that it's going to go to my new home, because although the flat is bigger, the actual room sizes themselves are actually smaller, and then trying to sort of get it to work is just a bit too much. So there isn't going to be a layout at all in my new place for a while. And Happy New Year, Nathaniel Higgins, and welcome to the stream. And so what will happen is if I build anything, it will probably be along the lines of maybe a TMD or something really. Yeah, I was actually, yes, I was actually in the Auto Model Centre the other day, actually, just to say, yeah, that I am coming back. So yeah, I'm not actually, to be honest with you, what's going to end up happening is actually Dave from Cottesmore. It will probably, who doesn't know Dave from Cottesmore, quite frankly. He's got a little exhibition layout, and it's going to be something along those sorts of lines. Framwood TMD is another one that's quite well known. So it's going to be something like that. It's not going to be very big because I'm just literally haven't got the room. And I didn't really want to lose the essence of the flat as well. So who is that sarcastic, who, Philip? So just to reiterate, Ringwood South, as you see it, will be no more. When I went to viewed the flat for the first time on the 27th, I had a good look. And there was a number of head scratching going on, trying to work out where I was going to put this layout. And I thought if I go back there today, which I did, I might see it with some from a different perspective, and with fresh eyes, and I just can't see it happening, to be honest. Not of any decent size. If it is literally going to be probably, you know, an 8 foot layout, if that. And that's probably the best I can say right now. At the moment, I've got too much other things going on to do with the flat in terms of trying to sort out appliances, trying to sort out all the other stuff that goes with it, and informing all these various people that I'm actually there now instead of over here. So it's going to be quite a while before you see anything in terms of a layout or anything resembling a layout. But that's not to say that I'm not going to do anything railway related, because there's still lots to do. Which brings me on to my next subject, which is exhibitions. So I have 3 dates for you. More Rails and Judy? Maybe. That depends on Rails really, and when we can sort of get together really. I think he's on, so I'm sure he can tell you. So yeah, he is going to be... Ah, yes, excellent, yeah. Excellent, yeah. Yeah, well, yeah, because me and Rails have talked about expanding the channel, or doing a little few other bits and pieces which people might be interested or not. But what I wanted to talk to you actually is I've got a couple of dates for your, well, I've got 3 dates for your diary actually, if for those of you that are interested. Hello, Richard from New Junction. So just to clarify, Ringwood South is to be taken down and will no longer be running in any way, shape or form. I will be taking the warehouses down and keeping them because I really liked what I did with them, and then maybe I'll incorporate that somewhere within a new layout, but it will definitely have to be a shortened layout and definitely very much a mini layout. Like I said, single locos with 2 wagons probably, or 3 wagons at most. So I'm going to have fun trying to do that, but like I said, that won't be for a little while. St. Peter's layout, hello and good evening and welcome to the stream. So our exhibitions that I'm looking at. So the first one, I have to say, now this is one I do go to. It was brought to my attention, funny enough, last night when I was on the bus. Hello, James Peters, welcome to the stream. What's the news? Well, the news is I'm still moving. I'm still. I'll be moving. I have to be out by January the 13th. So I'll be in my new home by then. Regardless, either way, that's when I'm going. But Ringwood South will no longer be. Won't be going with me. Only bits and pieces that I can salvage, because there's just no way that I'm going to be able to fit that into my new layout, into my new home, without considerably chopping and changing it, and it's just not going to be worth the hassle, to be honest with you. It's just going to lose its identity. So it's a bit of a shame, but I learnt some new techniques over this last year with it, so I'm really pleased, and I'll take those techniques forward with me. So back to our exhibition outings that are on scraps of paper. So the first one I have to tell you about, and these can be Googled, so don't worry if you didn't quite understand what I was saying or anything, you can just Google them. One is Southampton. Southampton Model Railway Exhibition, which is really good. And I'm not sure if it's the one I helped out, because I know there's a few. But if you look at the Southampton Model Railway Exhibition, there's one, and it's going to be on the 26th and the 27th of January. And that is always a good one to go to. I've been to a few Southampton exhibitions and I've helped at one, and they're always pretty good. And then the week after, for those of you who are interested, is FebEx, which is my local one, which is I'll be able to walk there. So that's the 2nd and the 3rd of February, and that is on 2019, obviously. Excuse me. Yeah. I appreciate that. Obviously, some of you guys are seeing this from all around the country and you won't be able to make it. I'm just sort of saying this is what I'll be doing. If you can, then I'll be more than happy to see you. I would like to go, but that is something that I am planning to do a bit more of in 2019. Is one of my things is going to be to try and get a bit more further afield with my visits and with my exhibitions, work permitting. Obviously, I'm currently in a state where I kind of work pretty much every other weekend, so it really is a 50-50 as to whether I can make certain exhibitions or not. It's just purely whether or not I'm available or not due to work commitments. The other one, which is really, really brilliant, it's a really fantastic model railway show, is the Basingstoke Model Railway show, which is on the 9th and 10th of March. So that is going to be in 2019. So that's the Basingstoke Model Railway show, and that's on the 9th and 10th of March 2019. And like I said, the Southampton one is on the 26th and 27th of Jan. And I think I can do that one as well. As far as the FedEx one is concerned, which is the 2nd and 3rd, will you be at Basingstoke? Well, that would be fantastic. So I can arrange to try and meet you there, Tim. So that'd be cool. Yeah, Basingstoke's usually pretty good. Southampton's also pretty good. One of the other things to bear in mind when you go to the coastal exhibitions is that sometimes you get some of the European sort of stock come over, where some traders from, say, Belgium or France might pop over across the channel to do some of the more coastal exhibitions, which is what happened at Folkestone, which is why I managed to get my containers, those Electrotrend things. I believe, yes, the Aldworth Science College, Western Way, Basingstoke. So that's where the Basingstoke show will be held at on the 9th and 10th of March 2019. So on that one, I won't be able to go on the Saturday because I believe, from what I can gather from my rota, I'm on last bus duty on Saturday, so I'd have to go on the Sunday. So any of you interested, I'd be going on the Sunday, not the Saturday. So just to reiterate on that one. Whereas FedEx, I believe we're going on the 3rd. This is due to Rails. I think he said he was doing football bus on the Saturday. So, or he wasn't available on the Saturday. He was available on the Sunday. So we'll be doing FedEx on the 3rd of February. I believe that's still the plan. And also, correct, yeah, that's good. And also from Gary with Cheeky Tech, from what I last heard, he was also saying that he could do the 3rd. So for FedEx, we're basically doing the Sunday, which is the 3rd of Feb. And for Basingstoke, personally, currently I'll be doing the 10th of March, assuming I've read my rota correctly. But that could also, that isn't necessarily strictly the case, because sometimes I can read it a bit wrong. But I believe that it is the 10th of March that I'll be able to go. But like I said, the 26th and the 27th, I can do either day currently. And I will be looking to go to that one because it'll just make for a nice day out, and also I like Southampton also, and it's a good exhibition and well worth going to if you haven't been to that one before. So that is pretty much what I was going to be sort of saying. That's all I really wanted to cover, really. Just that was because, like I said, I'll be doing pretty much a few more of these bits and pieces, these exhibitions and things, because, like I said, there won't really be much of a layout for some time. So, you know, as far as live streaming is concerned, I don't think I'll be doing very much because I don't think it's going to be very interesting without anything. Right, Dave, when is that? Any idea when the Reading exhibition is? Because yeah, I mean, like I said, I do intend, obviously, with my my weekends off, I will be trying to get a few more exhibitions around the country if that's possible. Yeah, exactly. Have a chat with Jamie Pennyhill. I know also we have, like I said, Gary from Cheeky Tech is down this way. There's also myself, Rails, to you guys, and I think there's quite a few more modelers around. So yeah, and that's pretty much. Yeah, well, don't worry about that. I'm just, you know, it's slowly catch your monkey with the move. It's, to be honest with you, as far as the move's concerned, there isn't that huge amount to take with me, and even less now that the decision was made on Ringwood South. That, because literally it's just, like I said, I'd have to cut it up too much to make it work. So there's no point. So I'll be looking at doing a little TMD thing, and that will kind of be my kind of thing. So I have already started kind of looking. I did look on the internet, YouTube, for at Ringwood TMD to sort of see how his short layout works. See if to do something along those sorts of lines, maybe. Oh yes, no. Right, John 6667. For me, no. That's definitely vetoed, gone on my part, which is a bit of a pity because I was really looking forward to that. But I believe Dave Dave was suggesting to me he's planning on going up to Glasgow or Scotland at some point because he needs his HST fixed, was the last I heard from him. So he wants to do the ScotRail HSTs. So right, is that the Reading show, Dave? 11th of May. I'm not sure if I can do that. If I can, I'll go. If I can't, I won't. Yeah, okay. Is that how he has to go to Scotland, or how is that? It's okay. Yeah. So Dave needs his HST fix. I did speak to him. I haven't really spoken to him much face to face actually this last week. Obviously, with it being Christmas and everything. But yeah, the last time I spoke to him, he did say he is going to do Scotland because he needs his HST fix. From what I gather, he has got a week off at some point. But I suspect that the best place to go and check it out might be his channel. Wink, wink. Dave, put an announcement out on your own channel and let people know what you're doing if you are going up there. So they can... Yeah, beginning of February, for those who... John 6667, he's planning on going up there. So yeah, he'll be doing that. I won't be, obviously, because I'll be too busy down this end trying to sort my life out, quite frankly. Yeah, to be honest with you, what I can see from the flat is I basically did some quick measurements today whilst I was down there. The widest point is where the window is 11 foot across, and that's the back window. Along this side, it's only 8 feet. Because it goes into the kitchen, which is that way, and on this side is 10 feet. Now, obviously, but the actual room itself isn't huge when you look at it. So by the time you add a sofa and add a TV, it isn't going to be huge. So obviously, I've got to get that sorted out and then work out maybe whereabouts it might go or might not go. Yeah, run it on a carpet. Yeah. Well, actually, there isn't. That's something else. There isn't actually any carpet because it's a new build. Everything has to be done from scratch. So I have to buy all the appliances from scratch. I have to buy all the flooring from scratch. So you can now start to appreciate just how much money is involved. Right. And so yeah, so you can appreciate where my money is going to be going over the next few months. It really is literally just to kind of, you know, it is what it is. So James Peters, thank you for joining in, and I'll speak to you on the next stream, whenever that will be. Maybe when I've eventually moved in, I might do a quick stream to say, hi, I'm here. But like I said, I don't know what's going to happen, to be honest with you guys. So I just thought I'd quickly do this video. Thank you, John A. Dawson. Yeah, to be honest with you, I would love to go to Canada. I would absolutely. I've got an auntie in Canada. She lives in Toronto. And St. Peter's Day, Happy New Year to everyone. And Happy New Year to you. Want overtime? Yeah. Yeah. What is it with you always offering me overtime? Save it for yourself. And yeah, so that's where we're at. So I'm going to love you and leave you there. It's not it's going to be a relatively short and sweet update. So just to give you guys just a quick rundown once again, Ringwood South will be taken down, and it won't be saved, and I will save bits and pieces to put towards the other micro layout, but in its current form it will have to go because there's just no way it's going to go anywhere. Yeah, I'd love to go to Toronto. It's on my wish list. And basically just a quick overview of the exhibition. So the first one is in Southampton, and like I said, you can Google this on yeah, right, there you go, Google Southampton Model Rail exhibitions, 26th and 27th of January if you're interested in that. I can go either day. FebEx will be going on the 3rd of February, which is a Sunday, and that's 2019. FebEx FebEx is the 2nd and 3rd of Feb, but we're going on the 3rd. And the last one is Basingstoke Model Railway Show, which is on the 9th and 10th of March, which I'll probably be going on the Sunday. And that is at the Aldworth Science College, Western Way, Basingstoke. And I was just trying to see who's going to be. We'll see if it gave me any info. Alright, the price for that one I can tell you, for those of you interested, is going to be £6 adult, £3 child for the Model Railway exhibition at Basingstoke. So, on that note, I will love you and leave you. And it's good night. A very happy new year to you all. I hope you don't get too tipsy and stagger your way home. And like I said, all the best to everyone on the channel, and thank you for your continued support as always. And until the next stream, it's goodbye from Ringwood South. Finally, it is goodbye. It's final Ringwood South. Bye bye all. See you. Bye.